Hi friends, this is Lokesh of 9th standard. Today I am going to explain a very simple and interesting topic which is real numbers. Let's start our topic. Before going into our topic real numbers, let us start this topic with numbers. Numbers are formed due to digits actually. So let us start this topic with digits. We all know that numbers are formed from digits and the digits are 0 to 9. Let us write them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and finally 9. These are digits. Every number will form due to these digits. If we take a number in thousands or even in lakhs or crores, they will form due to digits. If we take a number, let us assume as 99. 99 is formed due to digits. These digits we have to written 9 two times, it forms 99, and a number formed is due to digits. There are so many types of numbers. The first type is natural numbers. The counting numbers actually starting from 1, not the 0. Natural numbers exclude the 0 from their list, and the natural number starts with 1 and ends with infinite, because we all know that there are so many countless numbers, so the numbers are infinite. Natural numbers are denoted by a capital letter N. If we write a set to a natural numbers, you will write n is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on to the infinite. This is the symbol of infinite. The natural number starts with 1. So the smallest natural number actually is 1 and the biggest natural number is infinite. And the second type of numbers in the types of numbers are whole numbers. The second type of numbers are whole numbers. Whole numbers are the natural numbers along with 0. That means the natural numbers along with 0 are called as whole numbers. The whole numbers are denoted by W. If we want to write a set to whole numbers, we have to start it from 0 and end it to the infinity, because there are countless numbers. The countless numbers are shown through infinity. So writing a set to W can be written as W is equal to set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on to the infinite. Here the smallest whole number is 0 and the biggest whole number is the infinity. Going into the third type of numbers, integers. Going into the integers are a combination of positive numbers, negative numbers along with 0. Here in the integers, 0 is in the middle of a number line and positive numbers are on the right side of the number line and left side takes negative numbers. If we write a number line, draw a number line to an integer, here in the middle of the number line 0 will be placed. Here 0 and the right side to the 0 are positive integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the left side of the 0 are negative integers. -1, -2, -3, -4. Here integers are denoted by a letter capital I or Z2. Here we have to write a set I is equal to infinity, because firstly we will write the negative integers. Firstly we write negative integers. Here negative integers are infinite and positive integers also infinite. There are countless negative numbers or countless positive numbers. So writing first infinite, after negative integers in the descending order, -3, -2, -1, 0, after positive integers 1, 2, 3, and they are also to infinity. This set can be also represented by not only I, it can be represented by Z also. Z is equal to infinity -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 and so on to the infinity. In the integer number line, there are positive integers and the negative integers. Based on this, there are rational numbers. Rational numbers are the numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q belongs to Z. Written in the form of P by Q and P and Q belongs to Z. That means P and Q are belong to the integers. Integers means they will either be positive or negative or 0. But there is another condition, which is Q not equal to 0. Q is not equal to 0. Then they will be called as rational numbers. For example, if we take -2 by 3, here it is in the form of P by Q, and P comma Q belongs to Z, because -2 is an integer and 3 is also an integer. Based on these rational numbers, there are one more type of numbers which are fractional numbers. Going into the fractional numbers are the numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q. But here P comma Q belongs to W. And Q not equal to 0. P comma Q belongs to W means whole numbers. So the fractional numbers can be written in the form of P by Q, but P comma Q belongs to W. They never be negative, they always positive. For example, 8 by 5. Here 8 by 5 is in the form of P by Q, but 8 and 5 are belong to whole numbers, not the integers. They are integers too, but here P and Q belongs to W, so they never be negative, they always be positive. Here -2 by 3 is not a fraction, because here -2 is negative. If it is negative, then it will become a rational number. Going into the next type of numbers, which is irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are quite opposite to rational numbers. Rational numbers can be written in the form of P by Q, but irrational numbers cannot be written in the form of P by Q. For example, if we take root 2, root 3, etc., they cannot be written in the form of p by q. If we take root 2, root 3, root 5, these cannot be written in the form of p by q. But finding of the values of root 2, root 3, root 5, there is a small method. I want to explain you that small method. Let us take a 2 bars. Let us assume these are division bars. Right here 2. Remove the root of 2 and write here 2. If you want 4 decimal places or 5 decimal places, if we want how many decimal places, put the double of zeros. If we want up to 4 decimal places, value of root 2 then you will put 4 decimal places means you have to put 8 zeros. Take a point and put 8 zeros after to the 2. Put a bar on every 2 zeros and make them a couple. And dividing it, we have to use square table, not an even ordinary table. We have to use a square table. We have to take here what number you have to take here. You have to put that number here. And take 1 here, 1 here also put 1. We have to multiply both these numbers. 1 into 1. 1 into 1 nothing but 1. Do like a division. 2 minus 1, 1. We have to drop the couple of zeros down, both the zeros, and remove that point and put this point here. Now going into the second step, the first one has been doubled here. Put a 2 here and write the same number here and here. Take 4 here, 24. So we have to take 4 here also. 24 fours. 24 fours satisfies 100 because 24 fours 96. 4 left. We have to drop another couple of zeros. Make it 400. 400. Next we have to write these 2 down and we have to double the next number what we have written second time. So we have to double 4. Make it as 8. Next we have to put as it is the same number here and here. Taking here 1 satisfies 400. Let us take 1 here. Here to 1. 281 ones 281. So it makes 400 satisfied. If we subtract these, you will get 129. Take another couple. Here we had already completed 2. After going into the third one, take another one here. Take 2 zeros and here using the same formula or same method, you have to write 2, 8 itself and we have to double the one. It makes 2. Here we have to write the same number here and here. Here if we write 4, it satisfies. Let us check 4. 2, 8, 2, 4 into 4. Let us multiply them. 4 4 16. We have to write 6 here. 4 2 8 1 9. 4 8 32. 3 here 2 here. 4 2 8 8 and 3 11. So we will get 11,296 right here. We have to subtract them. Then we get 1604. Like this method, you can do many decimal places. Not only 4, not only 3, not only 2, not only 1. we have to do so many decimal places by putting zeros here. If we want 4 decimal places, you have to put 8 zeros. If we want 5 decimal places, you have to put 10 zeros, and like that you have to do the division like what I am says using the square table. And here I solved up to 3 decimal places, and the value of root 2 up to 3 decimal places is 1.414. Not only root 2, you have to take you will take root 3, root 5, root 7, more values of irrational numbers. Now let us go to our main topic, which is real numbers. Real numbers is the union of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Union means the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers together makes real numbers. Writing a set to real numbers are denoted by R. R is equal to set of Q union Q dash. Here I written Q and Q dash. What are Q and Q dash? Here Q denotes the rational numbers and Q dash denotes the irrational numbers. Q denotes the rational numbers, Q dash denotes the irrational numbers. Whether it is a rational number nor an irrational number, or even number, odd number, natural number, every number comes under real numbers, because real numbers is the union of rational numbers and irrational numbers. I am going into the real numbers. Firstly, going into the rational numbers, we have to do a small sum to change the decimals into rational numbers. Decimals into rational numbers. A general decimal, if we take 1.29, changing it into a rational number removes the point 129, and after the point there are 2 values, so we have to put 1 here, and 2 values means we have to put 2 zeros here. So changing 1.29 into rational number makes 129 by 100. Some decimals are terminating, that decimals we have to change. If we take 1.3333, it will goes up to infinite 3's. So how to find the rational number of this decimal? So I have a small method to change this decimal into rational number. Now I will explain it to you. Taking a decimal 1.333 and so on to the infinite 3's, and so on to the infinite 3's denotes a bar on 3. We can write simply 1.3 bar, and changing this decimal into rational number, we have to write its general form here first, and we have to take this as x. Unknown number, we have to take it as x as 1.333 and so on. This is x, and we all know that after the point there is only one place, so we have to multiply 10 to x. So 10 into x. 10 into x means nothing but 10 into this 1.333 and so on. 10 makes 1 3 to come this side of the point. So 10 into x, 10x makes 113.333 and so on to the infinite. and we know the value of x and 10x. Subtracting these 10x minus x make 10x minus x. Then we will find a rational number to 1.3 bar. 10x minus x means nothing but 13.333 minus 1.333. Here 333 will cancel. So 13 minus 1 makes 12. Here 10x minus x makes 9x. 9x is equal to 12. Transposing of 9 to this side makes x left here. X is equal to 12 by 9. If we cancel it in 3 table, 4 by 3. So here 1.3 bar changes into rational number into 4 by 3. This is a small method to change like these decimals, which are terminating decimals, into rational numbers. Going into the last topic of my real numbers topic, which is successive magnification. Successive magnification. Going into the topic successive magnification, we can identify terminating decimals, rational numbers, irrational numbers on a number line. Mainly successive magnification makes a terminating decimal to show on a number line. If we take a number line, it has 0, 1, 2, 3, some numbers. If we see this number line, we will assume that there are no numbers between 0 and 1 or 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, but there are infinite numbers between 0 and 1 or 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, etc. If we zoom into this number line, we will find so many numbers in a number line. Let us go to the number line and let us zoom into it, and what we find, let us see. Let us take a number line. This is a number line. If we take a decimal, take 2.478. If we take this decimal and we have to find this decimal in this number line, we have to just zoom into this number line. Here 2 point. So this decimal is after 2. So zoom into this part. Zoom is magnifying, right? So I draw a magnifying symbol. Zoom into this. Zooming into this starts from 2, 3. Here we have 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, and here 2.9 also. After 3, here we have 9 subdivisions. In this 2, 1, 3, when we magnify it, we will find 9 subdivisions. Here we want to take the first decimal 2.4. So this is 2.4. So to finding more of these decimal, let us zoom into 2.4 and 2.5. If we zoom into this number line, then further you will find 2.4 at the first, 2.5 at the first, and 9 more subdivisions between 2.4 and 2.5. 2.41, 2.42, 2.43, 2.44, 2.45, 2.46, 2.47, 2.48, 2.49, after 2.5. These are the 9 subdivisions. These are the 9 subdivisions between 2.4 and 2.5. And in these subdivisions, let us take the second decimal part, makes 2.47. Where is 2.47? Here is 2.47. This is 2.47 and this is 2.48. So 2.47 beyond, if we want this decimal, we have to check 2.47 and 2.48 in between the number line. If we zoom into here, then we find another number line makes 2.47 first, after 2.48 at the last. Here also we will find 9 subdivisions. 2.471, 472, 2.473, 2.474, 2.475, 2.476, 2.477, 2.478, 2.479, after 2.48. So we want 2.478. Here is 2.478. Here we find 2.478. If we divide this number line, if we zoom into this number line, here we will get 2.478, and this is the 2.478. To find this decimal, we magnify 2 and 3. In between, we find more and more number lines. Like this, we can find rational numbers on this number line and irrational numbers on this number line. Let us go to rational numbers on this number line. To find a rational number on this number line, let us find a rational number on a number line. Take a number line. Here in between 0 and 1 there are so many infinite rational numbers or irrational numbers or decimals or etc. So let us find a rational number 5 by 8. 5 by 8. If we divide this 0 point means here we have to put 0, 8, 2. If we here we already have a point, so if we put 0 here, 8 to 16, 4, 0.8 to 5. 5 by 8 means 0.8 to 5. By the method of using successive magnification also, we will find the value of 5 by 8, which is 0.8 to 5, or also here 5 by 8. If we zoom into this number line, in between 0 and 1, make it 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. Make it 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8 and 8 by 8 actually 1. They will cancel 8 by 8. Here we have to find 5 by 8. Here the 5 by 8 is. Let us make a point A, and the point A denotes 5 by 8. And finding a rational number, not only rational number, we will find irrational number too. Let us find an irrational number too. Finding an irrational number on a number line. Take an irrational number √2 and take a number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Here root 2. Here root 2 will makes root 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 makes 2. 1 plus 1 means root of 1 square plus 1 square. 1 square 1, 1 square 1. So we will write root 2 as root of 1 square plus 1 square. Here we have to construct a square on the number line by using side 1. Here root 2. Construct a square here by using 1 centimeter as side. Let us assume a square here. If we find this diagonal, we will get root 2. And this is 1 centimeter and this is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. And we have to take a compass and draw an arc from here to the arc, cutting a number line. Then we get a intersecting point, and this point makes the irrational number root 2. Not only root 2, we will find many irrational numbers in between a number line. And this is all about my topic. Thank you for giving this nice opportunity.